Firstly, I just want to say thank you to Megacat Studios for reaching out and offering to send me a key for this game, because this game is really good. A fun fact about Coffee Crisis is that the game was originally made for the SEGA Megadrive in February 2017, which is so cool. There's a physical edition complete with the manual. It still amazes me how people are making new Megadrive games so many years after its initial release. Due to this, Coffee Crisis is a 16, but honestly saying Coffee Crisis is so hard, like I don't know why, like Coffee Crisis, Coffee Crisis, Coffee Crisis, Coffee Crisis, like it just sounds fucking weird. Coffee Crisis is a 16-bit side-scrolling beat-em-up where you play as two baristas, Nick and Ashley, who take it upon themselves to confront an evil race of aliens called the Smeglians, who are invading Earth. The aliens have deduced that the best things on Earth are its Wi-Fi, cat videos, metal music, and coffee. I mean, if that doesn't sell you on the game, then what will? As you can tell, the story is wacky and over the top and is something that is not supposed to be taken seriously. You can play this game without even thinking of the story if you want. All the areas in the game are loosely connected anyway. For example, one minute you're in this crazy coffee world and the next you're in some sort of hellish alien lair. The visual variety helps make this game so great. They get crazier and crazier as the game progresses, this coffee world being my favourite. Also, the sprite work is really nice. Everything is really fluid, the animations flow nicely. The enemies look cool and stand out amongst the backgrounds, and the backgrounds themselves are quite detailed for the hardware limitations. Honestly, this is some of the best sprite work I've seen, and the fact that it was originally made for the SEGA Megadrive is more impressive. However, because it was made for the Megadrive, this means that the Megadrive's limitations have folded over to the PC. For example, the fighting is really simplistic. It's a very basic beat 'em up. Don't play this game expecting some in-depth fighting strategies or combos to pull off. This doesn't mean the game isn't entertaining. The game kept me hooked from the start as I wanted to see what crazy off-the-wall thing I'd experience next. Just because it's simplistic, it doesn't make it bad. Coffee Crisis basically has non-stop combat. You have to keep moving, otherwise enemies will swarm around you and you'll find yourself overwhelmed. They spawn from either side of the screen, so you can find yourself trapped pretty easily. A good tip is to get them to group together, because then you can charge your attacks and hit them all at the same time. You can also pick up pole-like objects to use for attacking, and seriously, I have no idea how much better these are than just your fists, but the option is there. Also, if there's a difference between Nick and Ashley, then I couldn't tell. I played as them both and they felt exactly the same minus the visual flair and different animations, so it shouldn't matter what character you pick as far as I'm aware. As you're playing the game, you'll run across the mutator effect, which is actually really cool. Basically, these effects happen randomly at each screen. They can affect the player, the enemy, or simply have a visual flair on things. The coolest thing about this though is that if you link up with Twitch, your viewers can vote for these mutators and change up your gameplay. Now, I never got to try the Twitch thing out myself, but that sounds so cool. Viewers can change up your gameplay, which adds depth and replay value to the game. And that's just an interactive experience. That's what Twitch is made for. And the game wants you to replay it. It's pretty short. It took me about 40 minutes to complete it on the normal difficulty. Even then, this game is pretty challenging. I can't imagine what it's like on the death metal difficulty. You definitely need someone else's help. Speaking of someone else, this game supports local co-op, which is so underrated. I have never played or even heard of a PC game that supports local co-op, so the fact that this game does is a blessing. Alright, as I'm editing this video, I just remembered that LEGO Star Wars on the PC has local co-op. But besides LEGO Star Wars and this game, I don't know any other PC games that have local co-op. So, developers, you have to step up. But you probably won't, considering local co-op is dying, which is actually really sad. I imagine this game would be good for co-op too. It's casual enough for people who have never played a beat 'em up before to jump into, but it's hard enough to keep them active and stopping them from getting bored. This game reeks of nostalgia, so any retro gaming fan should have a blast. Like, seriously, there's a point system. In 2018? There's also items which are a common staple for beat 'em ups. There's invincibility, double damage, healing items, as well as items that give you more points if you're into that. Also, the soundtrack is really good. Like, really good. You'll want to headbang alongside kicking ass, which is such a good combination. There's also this minigame that you play in between levels, which reminds me of Test Your Might from Mortal Kombat. You just spam your controller so you get more points than the other character. Simple stuff. It just shows you how you never get a break in this game. You're constantly doing something and being active, constantly being involved in what you're playing, which admittedly is really nice. The game definitely feels like it was meant for the Mega Drive, and if you're into that, then you'll probably have a great time. I do have one complaint though, and that's with the pricing. If you're not that into replaying games for whatever reason, the £4.79, $5.99 price tag is too much for what you're getting, which essentially is just 40 minutes of gameplay. I would definitely recommend buying it if you're interested though, or at least buying it on a sale. This game is a really good beat 'em up. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Time for me to go hibernate again until my exams are over, and then hopefully regular uploads should be coming during the summer. So yeah, I hope you had fun watching this video, and if you're not already, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, whatever. But yeah, be sure to check out this game, and thanks again to MadCat Studios for sending me a free key. I really appreciated it. It was really cool to get the message as well. So yeah, alright, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye.